Welcome aboard the Disabled Diva podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey of exploration and conversation. Together, we'll dive into the intriguing topics that have been sparking discussions within my vibrant online Facebook communities, the Disabled Divas Chronic Pain community, and the Psoriatic Arthritis community hosted by WebMD. But that's not all. I'll be sharing my personal thoughts, experiences, and current reflections. Each conversation holds valuable insights waiting to be uncovered. So, without further ado, let's kickstart the show and delve into a world of engaging discussions. Hi. So, in a recent live discussion that I had with the psoriatic arthritis WebMD group, was about the grief cycle and how it relates to our life with psoriatic arthritis. And there's one thing I didn't touch upon that it's been kind of like nagging at me, so I figured this is where we're gonna put it. um, but when we talk about the grief cycle, there's like a misconception of what the end should look like. So we know what the grief cycle is. It starts with, denial. From denial, you have bargaining, you have there's depression, there's there's depression, there's bargaining, there's denial, acceptance. I'm missing one. Oh, anger. And there's anger. That's right. And again, they don't have to go in any certain order. You have no idea. It's not really up to you. It's up to your mind how I guess it's gonna, go about. And the same goes for how long each one's gonna last, each portion. And of course, there's times where you can go back and go back and go back to the same one when you thought you've reached acceptance, but you haven't. But that's a whole nother story. What I want to talk to you today about is acceptance itself. There is this misguided idea that acceptance equals happiness. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. You can accept your situation without being happy. I think where this gets where this conception has come from, or where this idea of acceptance equals happiness has come into play, is from society, from our loved ones. Because our loved ones, our friends, and our families, they don't want to see us sad. When we're going through anger and we're going through depression and denial, maybe not so much in the denial, because I know I can be very happy and in denial. Of course, I can be very happy and depressed also. But in their minds, if you're sad, then you're depressed. What people don't realize is you can be sad and you can be a happy person still. Sadness is just a feeling, it's not a state of living. And I think that because they see us in so much physical pain, they need to see, I guess, us emotionally always happy to make them feel better about what we're living with. I don't know. But that's where I always feel that I've had the pressure of acceptance should be happiness, and it's not. And when I learned that, it made acceptance a lot easier for me, because really the goal with acceptance, it is to accept what is. And like currently for me at that moment, or in this moment, I am currently, or have currently reached the point of accepting that my husband is more than just my husband. He's more than just my best friend and partner in life. He's also my caregiver. And while I have come to acceptance, and he knows this, we talk about it, I'm not necessarily happy about it at the moment. And I may never be, or I may be, I don't know. But what's important is that I do accept it, and I'm not going to stop living. I'm not going to stop fighting it, because I know I need him, you know? And that's the difference between acceptance and happiness. Happiness is not a goal in the grieving process, it's accepting what is. Once I accept something, then again, that's my choice. I can either make the best of it, or I can choose to make myself miserable. So I want to hear from you. What does acceptance mean to you? Like I said, for me, it means accepting what is and then deciding what to do with it. But what does it mean to you? What does fully accepting your diagnosis or a new limitation or uh, the need for a mobility aid or whatever it is that you're going through at this time? What does acceptance look like for you? I appreciate your time and attention. Remember, you can catch this podcast on popular platforms like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, and Radio Public. Be sure to subscribe and tune in on your preferred listening platform. Until we meet again, take care, and this is the Disabled Diva reminding you that you are not alone.